7 painful habits that quietly make you unstoppable. Have you ever noticed that the strongest people you know are often the quietest? They don't talk about their goals. They don't show off their progress. And yet somehow, they keep moving forward when everyone else gives up. That's not luck. It's a habit. Painful habits. Ones most people avoid because they look boring, lonely, or uncomfortable. But here's the truth. The things that feel painful now are the exact things that make you unstoppable later. And the ones who embrace them, they don't chase motivation. They become it. So today, I want to show you 7 painful habits that secretly separate the disciplined from the distracted, driven from the defeated. These aren't quick fixes. They're daily battles, quiet, unseen, and often thankless. But if you stick with them, they'll build something no one can take from you. Inner strength, because becoming unstoppable isn't about always winning. It's about never quitting, even when it hurts. And that starts with the habits most people avoid. Habit 1. Choosing solitude. Over noise. Most people fear being alone because they mistake solitude for loneliness. But here's the truth. If you can't sit with yourself, you'll never master yourself. When you start chasing growth, you'll notice something strange. Your circle gets smaller. The conversations that once entertained you start feeling empty. The people you used to hang around no longer match your mindset. And that silence? It's uncomfortable at first, because your brain is addicted to noise, constant validation, constant distraction. But once you push through it, solitude becomes your sanctuary. That's where clarity lives. That's where your real thoughts finally speak. And when everyone else is scrolling for comfort, you'll be building peace, discipline, and focus. Alone. Remember this. You can't hear your intuition if you never give it silence. So, if solitude feels painful right now, good. It means you're finally detoxing from the world's noise. Habit 2. Doing it without applause. We live in a world where everyone wants credit before they've earned it. People post their plans before they've even started working on them. But the ones who actually win, they don't need to announce it. They just do it. It hurts when no one notices your effort, when you're grinding in silence and no one claps, when you're improving, but no one says, "Good job." That's the stage where most people quit, because they crave recognition more than results. But here's the secret. The best work you'll ever do happens in private, when no one's watching, when no one believes in you yet. The applause will come later, when it no longer matters, because the person who learns to work without validation becomes unstoppable. You stop chasing approval and start chasing progress. That's when discipline replaces dopamine. And that's how you become dangerous. Not because others cheer for you, but because you learned to cheer for yourself. Habit 3. Saying no more. Often, here's something no one tells you. The word no will change your life faster than any motivational quote ever could. Most people stay stuck, not because they lack talent, but because they can't stop saying yes. They say yes to distractions, yes to drama, yes to things that make other people happy but drain their own energy. Every yes you give to something unimportant is a no to your own growth. And that's why so many people feel burnt out. They're busy living for everyone except themselves. Learning to say no feels painful at first. You'll disappoint people. You'll lose connections. You might even get called selfish. But the truth is, self-respect always looks selfish to those who benefit from your lack of boundaries. When you say no, you're not being rude. You're being selective. And the more selective you become with your time, your focus, your energy, the more powerful your results become. Because saying no isn't rejection, it's redirection. It's you choosing your mission over meaningless noise. Habit 4. Embracing boredom. Everyone wants to be successful, but no one wants to be bored. And that's why so few ever reach their full potential. Because success isn't fireworks. It's repetition. It's doing the same small, uncomfortable, unexciting things every single day. Long after the excitement dies. Your mind will tell you, this is too slow. Your ego will whisper, you're not progressing. But that's just impatience talking. The truth? Mastery lives inside boredom, when you can show up even when it's dull, when you can push forward even when nothing exciting is happening. That's when you become dangerous, because you're no longer driven by mood, you're driven by mission. The average person quits when things get monotonous. The uncommon one endures it and quietly becomes exceptional. So the next time you feel bored, remind yourself, you're not stuck. You're sharpening. Every dull moment is a test of consistency, and consistency always wins. Habit 5. Walking away from what drains. One of the hardest things you'll ever do is walk away from people and places you once loved. Not because you stopped caring, but because they stopped growing. Most people stay where they no longer belong because they confuse comfort with connection. They keep showing up for the same conversations, the same chaos, the same energy that keeps them small. But growth has a price, and that price is detachment. You'll lose people who don't understand your vision. You'll outgrow environments that once felt like home. And it hurts. It really does. Because part of you still wants to stay where it's safe. But staying small to make others comfortable isn't loyalty. It's self-betrayal. When you start walking away from what drains you, something powerful happens. Your peace starts to come back. Your focus sharpens. And the universe quietly replaces what you lost with something better. People who push you forward instead of pulling you down. So if you have to choose between peace and approval, always choose peace. Approval fades. Peace lasts. Habit 6. Turning pain into power. Every strong person you admire has one thing in common. They didn't avoid pain. They used it. Life will test you through betrayal, loss, rejection, humiliation. And in those moments, you have two choices. Let it break you, or let it build you. The people who become unstoppable are the ones who stop asking, why did this happen to me? And start asking, what can I learn from this? When you redirect pain into purpose, it becomes fuel. You stop wasting energy on revenge. You stop replaying what went wrong. Instead, you start building something so powerful that the past no longer defines you. It refines you. You see, pain was never your enemy. It was your invitation to rise. So the next time life hits hard, remember this. The same fire that burns the weak forges the strong. Let it burn away your excuses, your fear, your need for validation, until only strength remains. Because every scar you carry isn't proof you were broken. It's proof you healed stronger. Habit 7. Choosing discipline over emotion. This is the habit that separates dreamers from doers. Because emotions are unreliable, they change with the weather. One day you feel unstoppable. The next, you feel like giving up. But discipline doesn't care how you feel. It just shows up. Every single day. Discipline is the bridge between wanting it and becoming it. It's what gets you out of bed when motivation is gone. It's what keeps you consistent when nobody's clapping. People love talking about mindset. But discipline is the mindset. It's the ability to do what needs to be done, especially when you don't want to. Every time you choose discipline over emotion, You train your mind to follow purpose instead of impulse. And that's how you become unstoppable. Not because life gets easier, but because you get stronger. Remember this. Motivation might start the journey, but discipline finishes it. The price of becoming unstoppable. All 7 of these habits sound simple, but they're not easy. They'll test you. They'll isolate you. They'll force you to let go of comfort, applause, and even people. But if you can endure that pain, something incredible happens. You stop needing validation. You stop chasing shortcuts. You stop being controlled by moods, opinions, or fear. You become grounded, focused, quietly dangerous. Because the truth is, the most unstoppable people aren't the loudest. They're the ones you underestimate. The ones building silently while everyone else is distracted. The ones who suffer privately and rise publicly. So, when it hurts, keep going. When no one believes in you, keep building. When you feel invisible, remember, that's how legends are made. You don't need the world to understand you. You just need the discipline to outlast it. Your turn to rise. If this message hit home, drop a rise in the comments to remind yourself you're not waiting for motivation anymore. You're building consistency. You're becoming unstoppable. One painful habit at a time. Like this video if it made you think. Share it with someone who's ready to stop talking and start transforming, and subscribe for more deep, real psychology and mindset lessons. Because every week, we're breaking comfort and building character. Remember, pain is temporary. But the version of you that survives it, that one becomes unstoppable.